Hi farmers, this is Chris, National Pro once again. Today we thought we need to address how best can you manage your animals during the dry season. Like now we are in September into October, the grass is dry, most animals are beginning to struggle already. But it's very easy, you can manage your animals nicely at a very low cost, largely making use of your normal hay, the grass like here. You see these animals all here, because of space limitations, they are largely here and they are only surviving on this grass. All you need to do is to add a bit of value onto this grass. How? Normal hay like this, all you do is to add a bit of molasses onto it. You are going to see some molasses tanks there we have here. So you can have your molasses, mix it with a little bit of water so that it becomes a bit thinner. Then every morning and in the afternoon you put your hay here, then you come spread here. You see your animals will spend the whole of the day feeding on this hay. Apart from this, you add value onto what the animals are getting by having a little bit of your protein blocks and mineral leaks. That alone should be able to sustain your animals. It's not necessarily fattening, but you're just keeping them in good shape. You look like this. Body condition scores around 3.5, which is very good for beef animals. So it's more than 100 animals in this pen, and they're doing quite well. There's no excuse for losing animal because you do not have pastures. Here the animals spend all the time inside the pen and they are all feeding on this hay. So all you need to do is to be prepared. Time from May, June, July if possible, cut your hay, keep it nicely, prevent it from rains, and so during this time you're just buying your molasses and you're spreading onto this. It enables you to make sure that you keep your animals inside. In one way, I know for sure that most animals that struggle during this time are your cows, especially those that are lactating, and obviously those maybe that went through January, February, March in very bad conditions. But one way to ensure that your cows keep good condition during the dry season is to ensure that the majority of your cows are pregnant this time. When an animal is pregnant, naturally feed conversion efficiency is high. It's able to effectively or efficiently make use of whatever it's getting. So we want our animals to go through the dry season, our cows, whilst they are pregnant. Then you ensure that by the time they start calving, there is plenty of feed. And I always tell to farmers, you don't want your cows to give birth right into the dry season, because then it means when it gives birth and there is no adequate feed, the calf needs lots of milk and the cow needs a lot of food to support itself and to support the calf. So you risk losing the calf, and you also risk losing the cow, because the cow won't be producing sufficient milk for the calf, and the cow itself is struggling. It needs to support itself and the calf as well. So you want to synchronize your breeding such that your animals, your cows, start giving birth. Like now I can say safely end of November, when we start receiving the first rains right into December. So as soon as they give birth, there's plenty of feed. Your animals will not lose weight. The calves will grow very faster, quickly, such that by the time you are December, January, February, the animals have maintained good body condition score. It will enable them to go back on heat quickly within 3 months time. So February, March, you are guaranteed that your animals will go on heat, they get boiled. That way again, it will allow them to go through the dry season whilst they are pregnant, and the cycle keeps on repeating like that. So what does that entail? It means if you happen to have infrastructure that allows you to separate the cows and the bulls, if your cows are not synchronized to give birth and to go on heat during these times I've talked about, you can artificially control that by making sure that you introduce your bulls to your cows during March, April, February, March and April. That way your cows will start giving birth December when there's plenty of feed. I remember last year, for instance, most farmers lost a lot of animals from, hypocalcemia, lack of these other minerals, your phosphorus. But largely, you would see that the people that had animals which were pregnant throughout that period, the animals survived. So it's a very easy way to get your animals sail through a dry season without you having to pump in a lot of money to support your animals. Thank you.